Alright, you guys, it is time. It is finally time to start a new little side series. So, our free to play series is still going to be a main priority, but now that the episodes are taking, a week to 2 weeks to come out, this is the perfect time to start a little side series. And I've talked about it before that I had a little side series planned. So now it's finally here, and I'm so excited to make this series. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy this journey, and maybe some of you come along for the journey, right? So we're doing a free-to-play series again. I enjoy playing free-to-play. It's how I like to play the game. I find it to be very rewarding. But play the game how you want to play it. At the end of the day, it's a game, and we're all here to have a little fun, right? So, free-to-play series, but it's also a restricted series. And so what I mean by that is we are playing a Horde versus Alliance playthrough. And I know what you're thinking, Horde versus Alliance. This is not World of Warcraft. Bear with me. Raidshadowlegends does kind of have like a Horde versus Alliance theme going on. And so if we go over to the index over here, and we see all the factions, they're kind of broken up into like their own little group or faction or alliance or pact, right? So at the top you have your Teleraian League, which is Bannerlords, High Elves, Sacred Order, and Barbarians. Humans and Elves, very alliance-oriented factions, right? Gaellen Pact, you have Ogre tribes, Lizardmen, Skinwalkers, and Orcs, very Horde-based. The Corrupted, Undead, Dark Elves, Demon Spawn, very kind of like Horde-based factions there. And then your Nyresan Union, you have Dwarves, more Humans, and more Elves. Very Alliance-based, right? So, for this playthrough, for this brand new series, we are going to be doing a Horde Only playthrough, which means that we can only use these 8 factions in the middle that fall under the Gaellen Pact and the Corrupted. So we are essentially limiting ourselves to half the roster. I think that's going to be pretty fun. It adds that extra little flavor, that extra little risk factor, right? We're pulling shards, we're pulling sacreds, and we pull a legendary, and it's a high elf. Can't use it, right? It's a 5-star chicken for us, but we cannot use it on our account, right? So, right, like I said, I think it adds that extra little fun little factor to it. It's not too restrictive. Like, we're limiting ourselves to half the roster, but like this is still like a lot of champions to use. I've seen some series where people do like Lizardmen only. That's a little too crazy for my blood. Even like I've seen Gaellen Pact only, a little bit too restrictive. This way, we got half the roster. We're also adding that fun little Horde versus Alliance aspect to it. And who didn't play a little World of Warcraft, right? I feel like most people played it, so we kind of can enjoy it together, right? So with that being said, we can use Alliance characters or the Alliance factions as food, and I think that's kind of fitting to use the Alliance factions as food as well. But we just cannot use them to progress in any way. So we can't use them for like dungeons or campaigns, and I'll give you some examples a little bit later on of that. But yes, so just these 8 factions here, and let's kind of get into the nitty-gritty of our start. So our starter is going to be Gallic again. You guys know I'm a big fan of the Orc Giga Chad, but there's also a specific reason why I'm going with Gallic. And I know you're like, normally you'd want to go with Kale, who's considered the best starter because of his poisons that he brings, right? And Kale is a Dark Elf, so he's Horde based. However, I think in our specific situation, Gallic is going to be better. So, we are using a content creator link. And it's actually really beneficial that we're playing a Horde restricted account, because I feel like a lot of content creator links, the champions that you get are very like Horde. So I think there's 3 really good content creator links out right now. You have Boilon, who has You start with Narma, who just got reworked. She's a legendary start. She is absolutely insane. Just this passive puts so many poisons. She's so good for clan boss. I've play tested her. I was able to like one key easy and normal clan boss in the first day, and then by day 3 I was like one keying hard clan boss. She is absolutely insane. And then you also get Ugo and Tagore, who are just some amazing support champions as well. So Boilan's content creator link is super good for a Horde restricted account. You also get Deacon Armstrong at level 40. So even just like a normal account, no restrictions, fantastic content creator link. We are not going with that content creator link. It might be the best one because of Narma, but we are not going with that one. The other content creator link is going to be Heroes TV, and his starts with, this is crazy to me, but his starts with Tholin Foulbeard, which is usually you have to use your legendary promo code to get Tholin. So Tholin is absolutely amazing. Again, you know, we're a Horde, so we can't use him because he's a dwarf. So he'd be like a 5-star chicken, which is, you know, a nice little consolation prize. So you start with Tholin. At level 10 you get Miscreated Monster, who is a fantastic like champion for Spider, Doom Tower, Arena, like wave content. Really just great champion. He's okay into clan boss because of his ally protect. And then at level 20 you get Venomage, who is amazing for clan boss because of the poisons, and then great for like dragon. And then at level 30 you get the Fire Knight specialist herself, Allure. Amazing champion for Fire Knight, and a lot of Doom Tower bosses as well. So this content creator link I think is like one of the best if you're not using restrictions, because you can get Tholin and then you can just use like your legendary promo code on to Hanorrak and get Desert Queen. And then you get Allure, Miscreated Monster, and Venomage, all like really good like progression champions for like dungeons and even clan boss in Venomage's case, right? But we are not going with that content creator link either. We are going with, in my opinion, I think it's the best one, and that is going to be Cobb's content creator link. So we are starting with Tholin Foulbeard as well. So like I said, actually kind of crazy that these links start with this guy now. Blows my mind. But we're starting with him. Again, we can't use him. So he's just a little 5-star constellation chicken for us, which is nice. You know what? I'm just going to throw him in the vault right now because I don't even want to look at him. Get this little dwarf out of here. So he's in the vault. So we start with Tholin. And then at level 10... we will get Venomage as well, the Poison Master. So we get him at level 10, and then at level 20, I believe we get a champion called Lightsworn. I don't remember where he's. Lightsworn right here. Great champion, but we are restricted to Horde only. So he's a 4-star chicken. So another little bonus prize, right? And then at level 30, I believe we get Ugo, fantastic support champion. And then at level 40, we get Tagore, again, the fantastic support champion. I think this is the best code for us to go for, because we get Venomage for clan boss, which is really good. And then we get the really strong support champions in Ugo and Tagore, which are going to be beneficial to our account in the long run. So we kind of get a mixture of the Heroes TV content creator link and Boilan's content creator link, right? So I think that's perfect. And the reason why I did not go Kale, and this is why like I really wanted to start this account now, is because there's an Alien versus Predator little crossover going on, and we get ourselves Alien after 7 days, and he's going to be bringing the poisons, and we don't need that many poisons. That's why we don't need Kale, right? And Gallic, is going to be better into like Fire Knight, because he does bring the double hitter on his A1. So that's why we went with Gallic instead of Kale. But yes, Alien, super excited for him. Really cool. Yeah, he looks really good, in my opinion. He looks like he's going to be good for PvP, and I think he's going to be really good for Clan Boss. So, super excited. He is a Dark Elf, which is interesting that he's a Dark Elf. Instead of like maybe like a Lizardman or even Demon Spawn. But Dark Elf is Horde based, so super sick, right? So, that is why we are going with Gallic instead of Kale. So we have Venomage, the Alien Xenomorph, and then we'll have Tagore and Ugo and Gallic as like a really good like kind of base. But we also need our legendary promo code champion, right? And there's two choices here. We can go with UD King and get Ultimate Death Knight, or we can go Monkey King and get Sun Wukong. Now my brain is telling me to go with Ultimate Death Knight. I think he's going to be better into Clan Boss. He's great in Arena, just like Wukong. But I think he's better in some dungeons as well. So my brain is telling me to go with Ultimate Death Knight. But my heart is telling me to go with Sun Wukong because he's my personal favorite. And, you know, we are going to follow our heart, and we are going to go ahead and get ourselves Sun Wukong. Not even going to think about it, just going to get him. We're grabbing him, okay? Fantastic champion for Arena. Usable into Hydra later on, even though we have Ugo already anyways. But he's usable into Hydra, Arena. He's a good campaign farmer, so like, realistically, I'm probably going to take him to 60 before I take Gallic to 60. And just use Sun Wukong as my campaign farmer, because I want to go hard into Arena as well. So I'm going to get him to 60. So, yeah. Whew. I'm not going to lie, guys. This start is pretty crazy. And we are not even, like, getting this Tholin Foulbeard, which is just... These content creator links are out of control lately. Yeah, I feel like it'd be way too easy if we start with Tholin as well. So, let's go ahead and grab all of our little goodies. And then we'll do the first, like, couple little levels. And then we unlock our Apprentice Pass. And we'll look at our lifesteal gear. Hopefully we get something good. Let's grab some silver. Look at this. New platform gift. Amazing. Another rank 5 chicken. So, like, we're already, like, halfway to a rank 6 champion between Tholin and this rank 5 chicken. Appreciation pack. And then look at this. Little Thanksgiving pack. Okay. Some more chickens. Like, we'll take it. Okay, hell yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and... God, I'm feeling lucky with this lifesteal gear. Let's see what we can get. Yeah. I think... Man, it's tough because, like... I think the Narma... content creator link from Boilon might be the best because Narma is just so good for Clan Boss. But I think in this particular instance, because we're getting Alien after 7 days, it kind of lowers the value of Narma, even though like the Alien works with Narma, right? So we'll go ahead and do this. Oh, and then full transparency. I am doing an alliance-only campaign as well. And I actually started that one already. And the reason for that is because I made that during the Michelangelo... the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle event, so I could get Michelangelo. Because Mikey is a Bannerlord, which is an alliance. And I thought that, you know, he's such a cool, like, restricted, like... You'll never be able to get Michelangelo or any of the turtles again. So I feel like just getting him would be really cool, and he's just going to be such a vital champion for the Alliance. So I started the Alliance campaign, got Mikey, got his 5-star soul, and I'm actually putting that campaign on hold until this other faction over here opens up. As you can see, Horde is running at 8 factions, and Alliance only has 7. So We will wait until that 8th faction for Alliance comes up, and things start to kind of like slow down for the Horde campaign and then my other free-to-play series, right? We don't have unlimited time to be doing this, right? Okay, let's see here. Okay, we are looking for like crit rate substats and speed substats specifically. Crit rate, okay. Like the substats are okay. The substats are good, but the flat attack is just not what we're looking for, right? Accuracy chest, crit rate substat good. Accuracy is not the worst on Monkey King, so I mean, we were looking for attack percentage, but we'll take it. We always want speed boots. The next best for us in this case would be like attack percentage, but flat HP is not it. But at least we got some speed substats, so hopefully we roll into speed twice. Yeah, okay. Let's get some crit rate going. A little speed on there. Okay. We'll find a way to like optimize that. But okay. But like, yeah, we're just kind of gonna get into this. You guys know how I like to do it. This is a really long like intro, by the way. We are going to be doing the missions as we're doing the campaign, and challenges. We'll do challenges as well, kind of like simultaneously, to be the most energy efficient as possible. And then we are going to be 3-starring the campaign the entire way, with just 2 champions. That way we don't have to backtrack. So that is the plan. And then I will be back with you when something interesting happens. Alright, you guys, real quick, this actually popped up a lot quicker than I thought it was going to pop up. I've only cleared the first mission, which is stage 7 of the first chapter. But the second part of the whole Alien versus Predator popped up. So there's this champion pass that's going on, and it's essentially where you get Predator, right? So there's the top row where it's just completely free to play. You just literally just play the game, like log into the game, use energy, and use silver, and you get these little tokens, and then you unlock your little prizes, right? And at the very end, at level 25, or 25, once you hit 25, yeah, level 25, you get this little ham, which gives you an instant rank 6, which is crazy. That is so good. So we're already like halfway to a rank 6, and then we're gonna get a rank 6 on top of that from that, which is just chef's kiss little bonus to this start. Now, I am free to play, so unfortunately I cannot get the Predator. Really cool champion. He is a Horde based champion as well. Tanky, like kind of like a PvP looking champion to me. But yeah, if you are a paying player, I do think that this is like pretty darn good value. So, and money, I mean, money is relative. So, you know, what is good value to some might not be good value to others. But I look at it in the sense of like Raidshadowlegends, where sacred shards are $20 a piece. So you can get the elite pass, which unlocks the Predator, and then you just play the game, and then eventually you'll get the Predator, right, for 40 bucks. You can spend 60 and get everything right away. But I mean, just spend the 40 bucks if you're a spender, and then you get, you know, Predator, along with all these other rewards as well. And this set right here in particular, the Instinct set, is a fantastic set. It's one of the best. So, essentially, like, if you bought 2 Sacred Shards, it's $40. But in this case, you spend $40, you get the guaranteed Legendary, plus all these extra goodies. So, in, like, the value of Raidshadowlegends, it's a good value. So, if you are a spender, it's something to think about. And he's also a limited time champion, so you'll never be able to get him again. So, But for us, for free to play, it's just really cool getting this little bonus up here, which we love. We love those little hams, guys. But yeah, I wanted to show you that, and then I went ahead and got ourselves Madame Ceres as well. She is a dark elf, and she's actually super easy to get on a new account. If you're playing on PC, basically all you have to do is download an Android emulator, and then you use Boozer's link, and you download the game with that link, and you get this champion. She's a Void Epic, really good for PvP, and she also brings attack, decreased attack and decreased defense, which is going to be beneficial into something like Clan Boss as well. So just an extra little... We're trying to get everything that we can get, because we know that this is going to be a struggle at some point, right? We are going to start running out of champions, and we're gonna have to hope that we start pulling some good stuff, right? So that's what I wanted to show you, and I'm gonna get back into it. You know what I was just thinking about? We might actually be the first person to use Tholin Foulbeard as food to rank up a champion. I mean, I'm sure there's probably like some Kraken whales out there who use Tholin because they got like 20 copies of them or something like that. But we might be the first. There's that possibility. So it'd be really cool to get it on video of us doing it, and it'd be even better if we used him to like rank up like a objectively like much worse champion to rank 6. So we'll kind of like play around with that, and I'll make sure to show you guys me using him as food. So just thinking about that. All right, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So right now I have the mission to clear stage 1 or higher of the Arcane Keep. So we'll go to that real quick. This is kind of what I meant by we can't use the Alliance champions or factions at all to progress in any type of way. So like stage 1, technically, like, we have not cleared this stage yet. Normally, like, I'm going through the missions. I know for a fact that like Monkey King can probably solo this stage, so normally I would just like throw my champions in and just kind of like start leveling like other things as well. But since I haven't beaten this stage, and this champion right here is technically an Alliance champion, if I used her, I would be kind of soiling the account in my eyes. So it's just like a little thing that I have to like be aware of and remember, that I need to be very careful of what I do. I want to keep the account pure, so you gotta be careful, right? So like, he's an orc, I can throw him in, right? But she is a dark elf, so sniper can stay in. So if I had already beaten this stage, yeah, you know, I could throw in some other Alliance food champions and just start leveling them as food. But just a little thing I wanted to kind of like clarify for you guys. Just want to keep the account pure, right? With that being said, I already know this episode is going to be kind of long, and I know my other free-to-play series, I like to have those long episodes, but for this one, I kind of want to keep it a little bit shorter to start. So with that being said, I'm going to just grind out the next day or two and then get back to you guys. So by the time you guys see me next time, I'll probably have the entire normal campaign 3-starred, hopefully the hard campaign 3-starred as well. And then I like to personally get the first chunk of missions done on day 1. It is doable. And then by the first week, I like to have that second chunk done. We are not rushing to finish Arbiter. You know, we can't use her because she's an Alliance champion, but if we do get to her and finish her, it opens up these Romantu and Marius, who are Horde champions, which is kind of nice. Those are just way down the line, obviously, but it's little things. So I'm gonna kind of leave you guys for the night, for the next maybe day or two. Might record tomorrow on day 2. But yeah, got a lot to do. I'm very excited, very pumped for this series. So I'll see you guys very shortly for you. One real quick thing. Didn't even notice this, but I think that's an alliance avatar. Gross. We gotta get ourselves a horde. Let's go with Gaelic. Yeah. Disgusting alliance. See you guys. Alright, you guys. It has been a freaking minute. I think we're like a week into this account now. Um just been super busy with work, and then I actually broke my phone. I do most of my like playing on mobile, just because it's more convenient. Um but yeah, it's been like a week, I think. So we ended up getting we're almost at the end of this, and we did get ourselves Predator from here. Oh, we're on day 8. Yeah. So let's kind of get you guys caught up before we kind of wrap up this episode. Mission wise, let's see. Yeah, we're pretty much done. We did all the potion keep stuff we needed to do for part 2. So we'll finish out this last part. I just got to get a couple of characters to level 50, and then we're pretty much done. So let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Just gonna use all that energy. Let's look at our champions. What do we got cooking here? So Gallic, level 50, rank 5, fully ascended. We got our Wukong ascended to rank 3, which is the important one that unlocks his passive, which makes him so much better. We have our Xenomorph, of course. We're working on him. And then we have 2 level 50s. We had to ascend these guys. If you're doing those missions, it's pretty easy to just ascend uncommon champions, like the resources that you need to ascend, you know, an uncommon champion are all these little potions. So it's super easy. Whereas, like, if you're trying to ascend, an epic, it's going to be like, you need the bigger potion. So, and you need rank 5 chickens anyway. So it just works out that way. So we have 2 rank 5 chickens. I did end up pulling some void shards for a 2 times event. And we ended up getting Fellhound. Fellhound is actually a pretty good little rare champion. Not the most amazing. He's apparently like one of the fastest campaign farmers. You get him to rank 6, but we won't be getting him to rank 6 for quite a while. We have much bigger priorities. So, yeah, but cool little champion to grab. Got some good rares here that we'll end up using on the account for sure. See. I fully booked my Venomage because he's going to be a part of the clan boss team for quite a while. Just got, Xenomorph, and he's been an actual game changer for the clan boss. Like, we're doing way over double the damage we were doing previously. So he's amazing. Clan versus clan tournament. Looks like we handled business there. Let's grab all these rings. Oh no, I think those were all Alliance rings. Yeah, Sacred Order, Sylvan Watchers, and we did get a Lizardman one. So it's kind of nice that I can just instantly sell these without even thinking about it because it's all Alliance stuff, right? Let's see here. Yeah, level 35. 5 more levels and we get to Gore, which would be huge. So where do we go from here? So our first level 60, I think, is going to be Sun Wukong. He's going to be our campaign farmer. And then, like, technically, I'm pretty close to getting... Nope, not that. Oh, 2 more chickens there. We'll get that. This, which will give me an instant level 60. I think it's probably better to use those on epic champions. Because you go from, rank 4 all the way to rank 6. You kind of bypass using 4 rank 4 champions. So I think that's probably the better route. And then I will use, my rank 5 chickens on, my son Wukong. And then he is actually, we're pretty much there. Like, we're pretty much there. So we'll get Sun Wukong to rank 6, and then the Ham we'll probably end up using on probably Venomage. Like, a part of me wants to use it on Xenomorph, but I think it makes more sense just to farm the food for him because you save a little bit, right? So I think that's going to be the plan. So next episode we'll have a rank 6 Wukong and then a rank 6 probably Venomage. And then from there, oh, I don't forget, we have a... Actually, you know what? We can do it right now. Let's just do it for the camera. Boom. Oh, I got to take him out of the vault. Okay. Say goodbye. I think that's a fair trade, right? First episode, you know what? Let's get rid of the Tholin. Let's get him out of here. And then using it on Wukong and Wukong's a fantastic champion. I kind of wanted to use him on like a kind of a much crappier champion, but we want that rank 6 Wukong, right? So say goodbye to Tholin, guys. Boom. Cool. And then I don't even know if it's worth using the experience barrel on him. 500,000 silver though. Let's just kind of level him for a little bit. I'll probably end up throwing some of these in here, get him a little bit. But I have a lot more food leveling to go. Our hero pool is looking scarce. So, oh, and then I did get the masteries on my Wukong as well. So I got 800 gems. That's why we have like no gems. I think I'm going to do War Master first, just because it's going to help into Clan Boss, especially in the beginning, because I'll be using my Wukong in Clan Boss. And then eventually I'll probably switch it out for Helm Smasher. But for right now, we're going to do War Master. So boom. That should up his damage in Clan Boss by like at least another 1 to 2 million damage. So pretty big. Pretty darn big. And I think that's going to kind of wrap it up, guys. Like I said, we're going to finish out these missions, no problem. Challenges. Yeah, nothing really too crazy here. I can do everything here. We're up to 20 ancient shards, which is really nice. Just kind of waiting for a 2x event. But yeah, I think this Horde Only account is off to a pretty good start. I wish I was able to play a lot more. But yeah, I broke my phone, so kind of lost like 2 days of playtime on that. And just got a new phone, so should be able to catch up. But yeah, super happy with our progress for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. And like I said, I would love to make a Horde Only clan at some point. If there's anybody else who wants to play a restricted account and you're thinking of doing like a Horde, restriction like myself, we can kind of get together and make a little Horde Only clan. That'd be pretty cool. But until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And then I will see you guys for episode 2. Thank you so much.